Breaking news. In a move that has shocked the F1 world just weeks before the 2026 season opener, Max Verstappen has confirmed a $139 million deal with Mercedes after Red Bull rejected his urgent request for key car upgrades. What started as a technical disagreement has exploded into a full-blown betrayal, and the consequences will shape the future of Formula One.
Welcome to F1 News Inside the F1. We have to just jump straight in. Forget everything else you've heard about the offseason. We have confirmed official news that is going to redefine the grid, not just for 2026, but for the next decade.
This is the deep dive you've been waiting for, and we're cutting right to it. The headline is real. Max Verstappen has signed a contract. He is leaving Red Bull Racing.
And he's joining Mercedes-AMG Petronas. The deal is worth an absolutely astronomical $139 million for the 2026 season and beyond.
Staggering.
And our mission today is not just to read you the numbers. We're going to get into the why, the how. This is about a historic, almost unthinkable strategic failure by Red Bull.
And an absolutely stunning coup by Toto Wolff.
Right. And the core bombshell, the absolute trigger for all of this, wasn't just the money. It was Red Bull's flat-out refusal of his urgent technical demands for the 2026 car.
It's the ultimate lesson in modern F1, isn't it? Success is temporary, but a driver's trust in the technical team. That's everything. Once that's gone, the whole thing could just crumble.
So let's start there. The technical disagreement that broke a dynasty. This didn't come out of nowhere. The cracks were showing at the end of the 2025 season.
They were. I mean, he was still on the podium, still fighting, but you could feel the frustration building inside that camp. It all came to a head in early December.
At this closed-door meeting at Milton Keynes.
Exactly. This wasn't a casual chat. This was a showdown about the future. Verstappen and his engineers, they laid out 3 specific urgent demands for the 2026 car.
Okay, what were they?
Number 1, major front-end aerodynamic upgrades. And look, you need to understand, this isn't just a new front wing. This is a fundamental change to the car's entire philosophy.
It's a resource commitment, a big one.
Huge. It requires a massive allocation of wind tunnel time, CFD resources.
Yeah.
Maybe even a chassis redesign. It's a big ask.
Okay, that's one. What was the second?
The second was even more critical, especially with the new rules. A redesigned energy recovery system,
Yeah.
ERS.
The heart of the power unit.
It's everything. It's how you harvest energy, how you deploy it. The rumor was Max felt their deployment strategy was way too conservative. He was getting beaten on the straights.
So he wanted a more aggressive ERS.
Yeah.
But that's a massive project. It involves these engine supplier, the chassis team.
Yeah.
It's disruptive.
It's incredibly disruptive, and that's the word they apparently used. But the third request, for me, this one is the most telling.
What was it?
He asked for more simulator time, just more dedicated time in the sim.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, what does that tell you? It says he felt he wasn't getting the priority he needed to actually work on these problems. He had solutions in his head, but he couldn't get the tools to test them.
He felt sidelined in the R&D process. The champion driver.
Unbelievable, isn't it? So he lays all this out on the table, and the answer from Christian Horner and the lead engineers was a hard no.
And the reasoning.
The official line was that the requests were unnecessary, too expensive, and disruptive to Red Bull's current development path.
Okay, that phrase right there, disruptive to our current path. That's engineering inertia.
That's the textbook definition. It's what happens when you're so successful you become afraid to change. Why fix what isn't broken? Well, Max was telling them it was breaking.
He could see the threats on the horizon that maybe the team couldn't or wouldn't.
He saw two specifically. He was apparently raising alarms internally about Ferrari's straight line speed. It was becoming a real weapon on power-sensitive tracks.
Like the other one.
McLaren. He was obsessed with McLaren's tire degradation management, their ability to make the tires last, to keep them in the right window over a long stint. It was superior. He knew he was losing races in the final third because of it.
So he gives them the diagnosis and the prescription to fix it.
Right.
And they tell him, no, it's too much trouble.
And that was it. That was the moment the psychological break happened. That's the moment he starts looking elsewhere.
Which brings us to Toto Wolff and the midnight negotiation. I mean, Wolff must have sensed this vulnerability.
Oh, he didn't just sense it. He pounced on it. This was a masterclass in timing. He knew the trust was broken. The key players here were basically 4 people. Verstappen, Horner, Helmut Marko, and Wolff.
And Wolff went in himself. He didn't send a subordinate.
No. We've got confirmation he personally flew to Monaco, met with Max and his longtime advisor Raymond Vermeulen face-to-face. A 4-hour meeting.
And what was his pitch? I'm guessing it wasn't just a big number on a piece of paper.
His pitch was simple. At Mercedes, the driver's technical input is king. He promised Verstappen that he would never be shut down by politics or, budget concerns when it came to core performance.
And he had the financial muscle to back that promise up. This is where Sir Jim Ratcliffe comes in.
The Ineos chairman, his personal involvement was the key. He basically gave Toto a blank check. It's in a clear signal. Whatever Red Bull offers as a counter, we will beat it. Instantly.
So by the time Horner realized what was happening,
it was too late. He tried to get back in the room, tried to salvage it, but Max had already checked out. The decision was made.
Which is where that leaked message comes from.
Yeah.
It just sums up the whole thing perfectly.
It really does. The alleged quote is, "I asked for performance, not politics. If Red Bull won't fight, I will."
I mean, just analyze that for a second. I asked for performance, not politics.
It's a statement of principle. It says, "I view this as a war, and my team was more worried about spreadsheets and convenience." He saw that as a betrayal of the competitive mission, so he found a general who was willing to go to war with him.
And they signed the deal in secret. December 30th, 2025, a private villa in Monte Carlo. A pre-contractual agreement that sealed Red Bull's fate.
An F1 dynasty, just unraveling because the driver at the center of it all lost faith.
So let's get into the contract itself, that 139 million figure.
Because it's
so much more than just a salary.
The headline number is crazy, but it's the fine print that is the real revolution here. This contract spans 3 seasons, 2026 to 2028.
Let's break down the money first, just so people can grasp the scale. The base salary is $40 million ninth season.
Which is already huge. On top of that, a $10 million signing bonus, just for putting pen to paper.
Then you get the performance bonuses, an extra $3 million for every single race win.
And a massive $15 million bonus if he wins the World Championship.
And this is amazing. Mercedes paid an $18 million buyout fee directly to Red Bull, just to get him out of his old contract early.
Think about that. Red Bull literally got paid to lose the best driver on the grid. I mean, that $18 million is going to feel like very cold comfort when they're staring at P3 on the grid.
But you're right, the money isn't the real story, the absolute game changer. The reason this deep dive is so important is the development control clause.
This is what you need to understand. This is what he was begging for at Red Bull, and it's what Toto Wolff gave him. It's not a salary, it's a power structure.
What does it mean in practice?
It means he gets a direct, formal say in the car concepts for 2026 and 2027. But even more than that, he gets full control over his own car's setup and race strategy.
That is unprecedented in the modern era. I mean, maybe Hamilton had something like it in his peak years. Schumacher at Ferrari.
That's the level we're talking about. The practical effect is he is no longer just the driver. He's a principal engineering consultant with veto power.
So if Red Bull had engineering inertia, Mercedes has given Max a sledgehammer to smash through it.
Absolutely. If he says the ERS needs to be more aggressive, it must be more aggressive. If he wants a front end that requires a radical change in philosophy, the team is contractually obligated to pursue it.
He went from being an employee, a very well-paid one, to being an operational partner.
He felt Horner's control at Red Bull was suffocating the technical team. It was all about long-term cost management, predictable development. He looked at Ferrari and McLaren and saw teams taking big risks.
He saw teams that wanted to fight, and he felt his own team didn't. And this contract is Mercedes saying, we will give you all the weapons you need.
Which, of course, completely rips the driver market wide open. We are weeks away from the Australian Grand Prix, and the grid is in chaos.
And the first piece of collateral damage in this whole thing, George Russell.
You have to feel for him. He's a phenomenal driver, a future champion, maybe, but he's effectively being bought out. His contract is being terminated as part of this package.
So where does he go? The speculation is already running wild.
The obvious, almost poetic move is for him to take Verstappen's now empty seat at Red Bull. Can you imagine that? A dramatic driver swap.
A British talent going to Red Bull. I mean, the dilemma for that team is just immense right now. Who do you put in that car?
Your options are not great, relatively speaking. Do you promote Liam Lawson? He's got incredible raw speed, but he's not Max Verstappen. He doesn't have that experience.
Or, the other rumor, a dramatic return for Daniel Ricciardo.
An emotional choice. Trying to bring some stability, someone who knows the team, but again, is he a proven title-winning force right now? It's a huge step down either way.
It just proves Max was right. They might not be committed to winning at all costs anymore. Meanwhile, What's the word from Mercedes?
They are all in. Sources are saying the engineers have already accelerated the 2026 chassis prep. Verstappen is booked for his first sim sessions on January 14th.
And his mindset.
The reports say he is relieved, empowered, and ready to dominate again, this time in silver. And this all has to be done before the lights go out in Melbourne.
So, to sum it up, this wasn't a money move. It was a power move, driven by a complete breakdown of trust in Red Bull's engineering ambition.
And it resulted in a contract that gives a driver more direct technical control than we have seen in decades. It's a transfer of power from the team to the individual talent.
It proves that the best driver can now dictate not just his salary, but a team's entire technical direction.
A huge shift.
Which leaves us with a final, really provocative question for you to think about. If Red Bull was so rigid, so committed to their existing path and their cost controls, that they were willing to lose Max Verstappen, does that signal a much deeper problem? A financial or structural weakness inside that team that could see them fall from grace for years to come?
Something to watch very, very closely.